Welcome to the Zoetis instructional video for the Startect Drench Applicator. Startect is a leading sheep drench in Australia because it's effective in killing multi-resistant internal parasites. Startect is an easy-to-use, ready-made combination solution with the newest active ingredient, dequantal, and has a short withholding period and export slaughter interval to increase trading flexibility. Startect is administered orally using the Startect Drench Applicator. The 20ml volume allows drenching of up to 100 kg sheep in 1ml or 5 kg increments. The short drenching tip and mouthguard improves the drenching technique for the sheep and the farmer. Prior to drenching, read the label first, as every drench has a unique registered label and steps that need to be followed. Always read the label, as it explains the species of parasites the drench can kill, including the resistant strains of worms, steps for the safety of the animal, the environment and the operator, how to store the drench, and how to dispose of used containers. Startect is a stable solution that only requires a quick shake to begin using it. Do not freeze Startect. Check the expiry date on all drenches to ensure that it's within date. Check the meat and milk withholding periods and the export slaughter interval to ensure it's consistent with your management plans. Startect has a short meat withholding period of 14 days and an export slaughter interval of 28 days, which allows trading flexibility. When using Startect, you need to take your time, calmly handle the animals, and ensure that human safety is your priority. Correctly using the Startect Drench Applicator will increase your safety, reduce the risk of adverse events, and improve the overall experience. If you or someone you're working with observes a suspected adverse event, including human exposure or an animal reaction with any Zoetis product, please contact the product support team on 1800 814 883. Before you organise drenching, you should ideally know the level of worms in your sheep and what species of worms are present. Fecal egg counts are important in determining the level of adult internal parasite burdens and providing valuable information to influence the drenching decision. Drench resistance affects every farm in Australia, and you should know what drenches work at higher than 95% on your farm. To check your farm's drench resistance status, conduct a drench test. A drench containing a new class of active in combination, such as Startect, may be your best option if you're unsure of your drench status. For best practice drenching, the idea is to deliver the correct amount of Startect to the individual sheep weight. To achieve this, you should weigh the sheep or at least drench to the heaviest weight in the mob. If there's more than 15 kilograms weight difference within the mob, draft the sheep into different weight groups. Calibration is important, no matter if it's a vaccinator, a drench applicator, or even your weigh scales. The device must be calibrated prior to use every time to ensure accurate dosing and minimise wastage. To calibrate your Startect Drench Applicator, connect the draw-off tube and place the open end in clean water. To prime the Startect Drench Applicator, point the nozzle upwards and pump until the air is eliminated and the barrel is full of water. Test the dose accuracy by using a graduated measuring receptacle, such as a measuring jug. Firstly, set the dose at 10 ml and then apply 20 full doses of water into the measuring receptacle. This should equal 200 ml. With a fail, check the setup and retry. If the drench applicator fails again, use a service kit, insert and retry. Once calibration is completed, you can now connect the applicator to your Startect container with the supplied draw-off tube and prime the applicator. Point the applicator downwards and squeeze the handle to fill the barrel, and then upwards for the final prime until the air is eliminated and the barrel is filled completely with drench. When drenching, it's important to ensure that lambs or sheep are properly restrained so that they do not move at the time of drenching. All oral drenching should be given correctly to ensure the drench reaches the gastrointestinal tract and not the lungs. Don't lift the head up too high when administering the drench. Take control of the sheep's head and hold it level. Gently insert the nozzle of the Startect Drench Applicator inside the side of the mouth and over the top of the tongue. Gently squeeze the applicator's handle and orally administer the Startect. Some animals may experience a slight cough, but this is normal. Do not use Startect in lambs lighter than 15 kilos or younger than 6 weeks of age. Startect is safe to use in rams and in pregnant ewes. Startect is safe to administer and then transport the sheep. However, always ensure the sheep have adequate feed and water available to reduce animal stress. Cleanup and maintenance of drenching applicators should be undertaken at the end of the day's work. Always wear gloves when cleaning your equipment and ensure there's no product remaining in the applicator or the draw-off tube for your safety and that of anyone around you. Have a container of adequate size filled with warm water and mild detergent. While wearing your gloves, insert the applicator into the water. Prime it with the exit and entry orifices remaining underwater. Next, gently squeeze the handle 20 to 30 times. Remove and inspect. The Startect Drench Applicator barrel can be removed and more thoroughly cleaned by unscrewing the barrel. You can access the second valve by using a screwdriver. Grip the valve plug and remove. If you find your applicator is leaking or misdosing is occurring, then it's likely that foreign material is in the second valve. The front valve can also become blocked. Unscrew the mouthguard to inspect and clean. Wash thoroughly to remove all material. Rinse with clean, fresh water before reassembling the applicator. Always apply some vegetable oil to the O-ring to lubricate the internal parts. To reassemble the Startect Drench Applicator, insert the rear valve plug and then reattach the barrel tightly. Apply a drop of oil into the inlet spigot and then pump the handle several times. For storage, always clean and lubricate the applicators and keep in a clean, dry place, and they'll be ready to go when you next need them. Thank you very much for watching. I trust you found this informative. If you have any questions, please visit Livestock Solutions on the Zoetis website for further information.